This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gearoid Farrelly.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
I've become very hipster. I think I'm wearing baggy trousers.
Small bit of my body.
I love a baggy jean.
Do you?
Yeah, I just bought baggy jeans. But then I realised I don't want that thing to happen. Do you remember that happens when you're like a teenager and you used to wear baggy jeans? And then the back of the legs, they start to fray because they're touching the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, so then I was like, I better buy some chunky runners. But they're a bit too chunky now and I'm about a foot taller than I normally am.
Oh, but you don't like that?
No, yeah.
Or are you not afraid you're going to, go over on your ankle?
I like to feel tall. But,
I mean, it's a longer fall for you.
It's
At
further
your
fall.
age. You don't want to get in the way of any more.
Niamh, I will thank you not to address this. This is the start of the podcast and the listener is on, let's say, the bus.
Okay.
It's a miserable June morning.
Well, if the leaving certificate and junior certificate is on and all the exams that they're having around, essentially it will be horrible weather.
Yeah, no, it's usually gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That is the worst thing. I honestly, every time I think back of leaving certain junior cert, my skin just crawls. It's
Why?
the worst, like exams. It's just the worst.
Well,
oh
you're
my
not
God,
good at
I
them?
used to be so stressed. No, it wasn't that I was bad at them,
Right.
but I was just, like, I never got great results.
Did you study?
I studied really hard.
You were a good boy.
I definitely think there's probably something wrong with me. I was thinking about that. Like for the amount of work I did,
What?
and I got such crappy results.
What do you mean there's something wrong with you?
Oh,
What
I'd
does
say
that
I'm
mean?
probably like dyslexic or something.
Dyslexic.
Is that dyslexic?
Dyslexic.
See?
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 I mean, to be fair, it's spelt dyslexic because there's a Y in it, but yeah.
Well, I would imagine. Yeah, I'd say there's probably some reason I didn't do well. I'd say it wasn't just the fact that I would stare out the window.
If you were really good at studying, I was so bad at studying. And I tell you what happens, if you're reasonably good and bright and you keep ahead of your work, right? If I used to do my work in class, it was usually sufficient to get me so far. And that only gets you so far. Do you understand what I mean? So junior cert, I did well, like easily.
Yeah.
Leaving cert, I did well enough, but not as good as I could have done. Like I often
Why
think,
was that?
Well, because I didn't do the fucking work. Like,
See, I did the work and I still did shit.
yeah, I think it depends. What subjects did you choose? Obviously,
I did
German.
English, Irish, maths.
Okay, me too. And the world.
I did business studies. No, business organisation.
Okay. Bizorg.
Bizorg. I did accountancy, which I mean.
Oh, I'd have loved to do that.
Oh no, Niamh. That was my worst. I was so bad at accountancy. And then I went and I did it in college.
Because
Because I was bad. I have no idea.
you took a
I
stagger
have
to
no
the
idea.
head.
And I am 100% certain I'll end up in prison. Because, I sit down to do me VAT and the panic.
All I'm going to say to you is you won't be alone there. They'll have a special place for all those people.
Niamh, I'm just so bad at it. Like, I mean, my accountant, when he talks to me about what it's like to have a company and what it's like to have, like, he'd just be like having 2 coffee cups and he'd just be like, he's like, this is the company and this is you. And if I put this money in here, and I'm just like, still don't get it. Still don't get it. And he just looks at me like, you're going to prison. Girl. You're like, you have to get this. This is
It's
important.
okay, Gearoid. It's okay.
Yeah.
Just bring me everywhere.
Like I've got 2 ATM cards and like one has a big sticker on it that says company. And like, I mean, honest to God, it's like,
okay, I get it.
It's remedial at this
I get
point.
it. No, I get it. I get it. That's
so
tough.
bad. I just don't understand it.
But then
I did accountancy and I did German and biology.
So you did bizorg and accountancy. Are they 2 different things?
Yeah, you see, I didn't want to do history or geography
Okay.
because I don't care where anything is and I don't care what happened in the
Well,
past.
to be fair, I didn't do history and geography either. So I did English, Irish, Maths, as we all
Yeah.
did, right? And then I did French, German, science and music. But the thing about it is only 4 people wanted to do music for Leaving Cert. And so we had to kind of technically do that on our own.
I would have loved to do music.
Yeah, it was, do you know what? I loved doing it. But my problem was I thought I was always going to be able to do the voice as my instrument.
Oh.
And because I hadn't gone through the grades properly, even though when they tested me, I was level 8, right? As in, I had a very high level of training and stroke knowledge. But it was because I hadn't done each one separately. And then I had to do the feckin' project, which I did on Schubert's Lieder. It might be different now, it might be more relevant, but I actually loved music. And
Yeah, I did it up till junior cert, but then they didn't do the third year, so we had to go and do that somewhere else.
Yeah, well, you see,
And
that's
then
what
I
happened to
couldn't
us
do it
in
for
second
Leaving
for Leaving Cert. There was only 4 people doing
It's
it.
really annoying. It's really annoying because I reckon that I could have been like Beethoven.
Yeah.
If only I'd had the training.
I'll be honest with you, right? Beethoven was doing that from very young, like Mozart, very young.
Oh yeah, but he was deaf.
Well, no, only when he was old.
Yeah, look,
Right.
come on.
Yeah.
Beethoven, except I could hear.
See,
So it would have been better.
if only,
Yeah.
if only we could have made you deaf, right? I know. Do you know, it's funny actually because I was watching recently. I don't know if you saw it. Did you ever see The Piano?
No.
The thing they do on Channel 4, not the movie, right? This is a thing that they do on Channel 4. Claudia Winkleman presents it. Like, I mean, there's nearly nothing she doesn't.
She presents
I know,
everything.
with her fringe. But it's very heartwarming. Like, so it's basically they go around all these centres and people audition to be on the show. And it's just random. It's not like...
And what is the show?
The show is basically they play piano. So
Really?
Yeah, they play pieces of piano and some of them are self-taught. And then an 87-year-old woman was on it playing a piece for her husband. She had played it when she was young and she was in the band in the army. And basically she met her husband through the band and they were together for 60 odd years and then he had Parkinson's
That
and
sounds
died.
amazing.
And of course then I did what I always do in that situation and that is bawl all the way through the whole thing. There's nothing I love more than crying.
Really?
At TV. I find it a great
I tend
release.
not to cry.
I don't cry at life, but I cry at TV.
That TV show sounds incredible.
It is incredible. You should watch it.
There was a documentary called, I think it was called Piano Lessons.
Okay, similar idea.
It was basically, it followed, it was an Irish documentary and it just followed a few different kids that learned the piano and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So that's right up my alley.
No, you'd love it.
But it's interesting. I tend not to cry ever.
Oh, I cry. I could be 10 minutes into a program and know nothing about it. And if something moves me, I am a disaster. Tears randomly fall down my face. I give myself over beautifully to that crying experience. And yet, now I'm not saying I never cry in life, but I very rarely cry in life.
You see, I've had 2 experiences that were weird about crying, and I do think they were crying, right?
Okay, go on then.
Like, one, I remember after my mate died, right?
Yeah,
After a friend died, I went, this sounds so stupid, like, but I noticed that my eyes kept watering.
Oh.
For ages.
Just watering.
They would just randomly start watering. But it wasn't like, when you cry, you're like, oh.
No, but that's not what emotion is.
But I was just getting and I ended up going to the chemist. I went to the chemist and I was
For your watery eyes?
And I was like, listen, my eyes keep watering.
I lost my friend. But
Yeah, but they were like, okay. And I was like sometimes I'm just sitting there and like my eyes keep
Did you think it was like an allergy?
I thought it was an allergy or something. And they were like, how are you since your friend died? And I was like, well, that can't be related, surely. And then I was like, oh my God, that's what it is.
Well, it is totally. Emotion is like that. I love a good cry.
But
I'd much prefer it in that environment. I don't like public displays. I'm not very good at that.
Oh no, I hate them. But you know what the other time that happened to me?
Yeah.
Was when I was on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh.
And it was the week I was doing In Your Eyes.
Oh.
And I was very emotionally invested. And I remember I was dancing and my eyes started watering. And I was like, everyone's going to think I'm crying and I'm not crying. And then only afterwards I was like, am I crying? I don't think I'm crying.
Did you feel I was with you that week? Like every minute of the day?
No, I felt you were going to judge me.
Well, I was.
Like,
Naturally.
It's like, if I get this wrong, she's going to rinse me on live television.
As if.
Like there'd be an applause and then it'll just go to Niamh and she'd just be mounting, what the fuck was that?
That's not what that song means.
But I was really nervous because I remember dancing. It was at the chorus and I remember going, oh my God, why are my eyes streaming? This is really weird. Everyone's going to think I'm crying.
No, but
maybe I was.
It's
Who
a
knows?
moment. It's a moment. If you think of it as full circle in your life, and it's such a beautiful moment.
Beautiful moment.
Beautiful moment.
Beautiful.
For us to share.
Yeah.
All these years of friendship and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, Niamh. Yeah.
I know. I love a good cry.
Whatever you say.
Do you not like a good Do you not like a good cry?
No, I don't like a good cry.
Why?
When I used to be really tired, right? When I had my job and was doing comedy and I would be absolutely exhausted. And you know, like when you get like cry because you're tired?
Yeah.
I used to have like...
I'm so tired.
So hard. And what I used to do was I would say, you can have a nervous breakdown, right?
Yeah.
You're going to a gig, you've just left work, you're exhausted. And you're not going to be back till 2 a.m.
Okay.
And I used to give myself full permission to have an absolute throw yourself on the ground sobbing meltdown. From the time it took me to get in the lift,
Right.
from the door the lift closed, from my apartment to the basement.
Okay.
I was like, this is your time, Gearoid.
That's it.
Have a meltdown.
Just in the lift.
Just for those 3 floors, you can sob and sob and sob.
I used to
And then
quite
get
like...
your shit together and
I
drive.
would have maybe cried on the way home from a gig late at night. That's lovely too. A little cry
Over
in the car.
what?
A little cry in the car. It's a release of emotion, or it's a release of energy from you sometimes.
I
A
mean,
good
so's
cry.
a Kit Kat. So's a chunky Kit Kat.
I know. I'm not saying I don't have that as
A
well.
chunky Kit Kat and a coffee at a Costa.
I'll be honest with you. I might have been crying back in the day because you couldn't get the chunky Kit Kat at late at night. Remember when there was nowhere to buy
That is
anything?
the worst thing in the world is
Yeah.
being on the road at night and you're just like, I just
nothing.
want something to eat or something.
No.
And you can't find anywhere.
I have a bag in the boot of the car now.
Do you?
I do. I always have stash in the car.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you're sucking the chocolate out of a packet because it's melted and reformed. And I know you're not thinking that that's the rarefied life I lead, but there are moments.
I should do that.
What?
I should do that.
I
You're
have a
right.
stash in the car, and sometimes there's fruit in it.
Yeah, no.
But not for long. No, but I nearly always have a banana in the car. My mother always laughs about me with the banana in the car, but banana will get you through anything.
Yeah, well, actually, one of my friends is a comic and she has this great line. She said, with a banana, a chunky Kit Kat and a can of Coke, there's nothing I can't do.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And, I'll have a bottle of, say, something like iced tea. I like the mango iced tea. You don't get it very often.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
lemon iced tea, not the peach. Peach is bleh. But, mango or iced tea. So it's not fizzy, but it's got enough sugar in it to get you home.
Yeah.
Because maybe...
I've been drinking Monster.
If you're, God, Jesus Christ. Even the smell of that upsets
Horrendous.
me.
It's like syrup. It's disgusting. But it does keep you awake.
No,
I mean, for days.
I'll bet.
For literally
Oh,
days.
Jesus
It's like in
Christ.
Schitt's Creek when she takes the Bosnian upper.
Nothing
Yeah.
like a Bosnian upper.
But Niamh, look,
I
we're
know.
here.
We're here.
We're here to help the people, not to talk about our crying. But I do think that I don't think I have the same reaction. I think crying,
Oh, I love cry.
I don't know. It never feels like a purge.
No, but I don't mind
I
it.
always feel like you're having a bad day and now you're crying. How much worse than it get? Can
No,
it get?
I quite like it. I quite like it, but only feel comfortable doing it watching a TV program or a movie.
I know, yeah.
I mean, my mother says it's not the same to watch a movie now without me roaring crying beside her. Like I proper cry. I let all the tears come.
If I need an emotional purge, I watch The Proposal in Schitt's Creek.
The Proposal is a great movie.
No, the Proposal in Schitt's Creek when what's his name?
What's his name? Asked what's his name?
Oh my God, Patrick proposes to David
It is a bit beautiful.
up the mountain.
It is a bit beautiful.
Oh my
Their
God,
whole
it's incredible.
relationship is gorgeous.
It's just gorgeous.
gorgeous, gorgeous. I know. Do you
If
ever
ever
go
I
onto
have a
YouTube?
threesome, I wanted to be with David and Patrick.
Yeah, funny enough, so do I. And I don't think they'd want me there, but they might.
Well, no, your man Patrick would. He's straight.
I just want to ask a question.
Yes.
Are you still on tour?
Niamh, I'm still on tour. I'm down the mines at this point. I've had it. This is the final leg of my Gearoid Rage tour, and then I'm done, and then I am not on tour myself until 2026.
Yeah, but did I not see you? You're back in January. Is that the same show?
No. Oh, sorry, that's the same show. That's the UK tour.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. But it's a long way away.
I know.
Long way away. I will be at the Pavilion Theatre in Dunleary on the 19th of June.
Okay.
I will be at
Very
Castlebar Linen Hall on the 20th of June. I will be at Aonthes Theatre in Monaghan, in Castleblayney in Monaghan,
Yeah, lovely.
on the 5th of July. And also that afternoon, I will be the Grand Marshal of Wicklow Pride. Niamh.
No way. That's quite a run up the road. I'm not going to lie.
me.
I'm not going to lie. That's gonna your car won't be even cooling down. Have you got a driver for that day?
I will need one.
Yeah.
And I will also be in the Civic in Tala on the 18th of July. And then the 20th of July, I will be in the Lark in Balbriggan. And that is the final date of...
You have
Gearoid
the
Rage.
best time. You know, I'm going to be in the Lark a month after.
I'll probably be still lying dead on
Yes.
the stage. If you would like to come to one of those shows, gearoidfarrelly.com for tickets or the link in my Instagram bio.
For the love of God, buy the
Niamh,
tickets.
when are you doing? Tell me what you're doing.
Oh, I'm doing stuff all the time.
You're in the Lark.
I'm in the Lark. I'm doing a commitments night in the Lark, actually.
Commitments night in the Lark.
It's a kind of a new thing. You know, they're going to show the movie and
Then you're going to sing songs.
Robert Arkins has got a band.
Never heard of him.
Well, he was the manager in it.
Oh,
He's fab.
and are you going to sing
I'm going to sing a couple of songs from the movie.
Nowhere to Run?
Weirdly, no. I'm going to do Chain of Fools and Do Right Woman, Do Right Man. So technically I sang one of them in the movie.
Are you not going to sing Destination Anywhere?
Weirdly, no. I think that, to be fair, the band already does it, and I think the girl in it wants to hold on to that. I'm okay with that.
The girl in the band?
Yeah, that's okay.
Who's the girl in the band?
She's fab. Actually, I met her. I met her randomly in a hotel, believe it or not. And then I'm also doing other shows all around and I do kind of different things during the summer. Summer is always a very nice time. Generally speaking, I'm just always working. I'm not like you. I'm not constantly selling tours.
This is not very concise, Niamh.
I know. But you know.
And where can we find out dates, Niamh?
Oh, dates. You can always find out dates on social media, which I never do.
Which she never posts them. Well, this has been informative.
If you want to come and see the Illegals, obviously watch out on their page. And of course, I will endeavour to be better about putting up what I do. But I don't think people are that interested in it.
Of course. Niamh.
Listen,
we're
when we do
we're
our
having a
duets
conversation
album,
offline.
when we
We're
do
having
our
a conversation
duets,
offline.
our duets album, it will all be sorted.
We are pausing for a moment to remind you that Agony Rants is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Oh, such a lovely moment.
A creative, curious network of podcasts based in Ireland who will enlighten and enliven your day, for sure.
Creative and curious.
Creative and curious. And if you would like to support Agony Rants, you can do so for as little as €5 a month. And in return for that €5, you will get bonus content from all of the shows on the Head Stuff Podcast Network, including Agony Rants, our Vintage Rants show, which comes out every second Thursday, and bonus content from the podcast we are cross-promoting this week, which we're never sure what it is anymore.
No, because they've stopped telling
They
us.
stopped telling us.
They stopped
They
telling
stopped
us.
telling us. But it is this one, and we're sure you're going to love it. Anyway, Niamh, we have problems. Big problems.
That can't be solved by crime.
Sometimes when you do the third episode in a day, it's like, this could really go anywhere.
Yeah, we put on a new top, like. We went through the motion of saying, and we put the air conditioning on for 10 minutes just so that we wouldn't go completely mad in this box.
Yes, but we are, we're
Okay.
baking. Dear Niamh and Gearoid,
Oh, yes.
I'm a big Agony Rants fan, and let's say very much in the demographic. Gay, 30s neurotic.
Oh.
How dare you?
You are our people. We love you.
I need help before I commit a petty crime with a Le Creuset casserole dish.
Oh, my gosh.
I love
Already
I
I'm
love a fancy
invested.
casserole dish.
I know.
My partner's mum is lovely. Enough said.
We know where this is going, right?
Truly, she knits, she bakes.
Should I say we know where the Le Creuset is going?
Yeah,
Okay.
right through her head.
Right, go on.
She knits, she bakes, she always remembers my birthday. But she is also a professional level meddler.
Oh.
Think Mrs. Doyle with Wi-Fi and a deep knowledge of Instagram stalking. Sounds incredible. She's obsessed with our relationship. And not in a sweet, oh, you two are so cute way. I mean, she asks questions constantly. Personal ones, private ones, the kind you only hear from a therapist or someone about to write your biography.
Love
Things
that.
like, do you think you'll get married soon, or is that not really a gay thing?
Okay.
If you had children, who would be the proper dad? Have you ever considered dressing more neutral?
I love the
This
fact that there's
woman-
4 question marks
This
after
woman
that.
is a wagon. She once cornered me in the kitchen at a family barbecue and said, I'm just trying to understand your dynamic. You know, who's the emotional one and who does the ironing? They're not mutually exclusive.
No, I'll be honest with you. The person who's most emotional is doing ironing because,
Yeah, exactly.
first of all, they're emotional, they're doing it. And second of all, that's the best way of working out your frustration.
Exactly. Exactly. There's something methodical.
Yes.
It's like being in the never-ending episode of This Is Your Life, except it's her life. And I'm just the unfortunate supporting character she's trying to emotionally categorize. To make matters worse, my partner thinks it's just how she is and says I should take it as a compliment that she's so interested. Interested. This is a great letter. Interested. MI6 is interested. This woman is practically writing a dissertation on me. So what do I do? How do I set boundaries without offending her or making things awkward with my partner? Or should I start giving her fake answers? Like, we're in a throuple with a drag queen named Stu. I'm the emotional one. He does the ironing. Help me before I'm emotionally profiled at Easter lunch. Yours in polite rage, gay, taken and totally observed.
So much.
This is a great letter.
So much. I love it.
This is a great letter.
Now, let me just take a little moment here. Just let me take a little moment, right?
Okay.
Because the last few letters that we've got have been so wittily, beautifully written. I mean, sometimes without punctuation, which has been a bit of a challenge, but brilliant, brilliant, funny. I mean,
I think we're attracting an audience now that is slightly more literate.
well, I'm glad to see.
Which is,
Makes it a little bit easier for the reading.
It's been a long time coming.
I love this letter.
This is a really nice. I think now, I think this man is Canadian.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
If I remember rightly.
So are we coming from that Canadian politeness angle? Is that what you're saying? Maybe the mammy is a Canadian polite mum?
Possibly. I think sometimes this happens, right? Where a parent wants to prove they are so supportive.
Okay with things.
And okay with everything.
I'm okay with this gay thing.
Yeah,
Here's a big
fine.
dildo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's inappropriate.
So
but
it's like, oh, this is really inappropriate.
Yeah.
So I think what you need to do is you need to find a way to make a joke about this. Like,
who, though?
It's
To
sweet.
who?
But the problem is that the things that the problem isn't what she's asking, right? The problem is you have no interest in having this level of a conversation with your mother-in-law. That's what the problem is. Because when you think about it, the things that she's asking some of them are just what you'd ask a relative about the future or about
it's just chat. Yeah.
She just wants to know, like, if you would have a child, who would be the father. Have you ever considered dressing more neutral? Well,
to be fair,
look, it's never nice to hear.
To be fair, we don't know the way you dress, and nor do we have any judgment on it. I'm just wondering what she considers more neutral. Is it like, you got to remember, first of all, also the experience of this woman, right? So this woman may or may not have met gay people before her son became gay, right? Or not became, or identified as gay, whatever, right? The point is, obviously I'm very involved in the community, have been for a long time. So it's no big shock, but I still ask questions because you don't want to, you're so worried about offending someone. You are a little bit, right? You're a little bit unsure how you should proceed in these situations sometimes.
Yeah.
However, is she asking this of her son or just you, right? Because if she's just asking you, then you have an idea. Maybe you should say, oh, I don't know, you should ask whatever your partner's name is, Or say, oh, I love this. Say, whatever let's say your partner's name is Mark. Mark, what do you think about that?
I think that
I'd get him in that and then I'd leave because that's what I would be doing.
I think you make a good point, because I think that what's happening is she is trying to find a conversation that she can engage you in. And I think that you are being a little bit standoffish with her.
No, maybe not. It's going to be odd. But if you don't have experience in the community or of gay people, it's a little bit like, some people are not good at it.
But also it's like, what do you expect?
I mean, to be fair, I've had these kind of conversations with my children's partners,
because
they don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly. What do you expect from your mother-in-law?
You're trying to find some
something to talk about, and she, to be fair to her, she
wants to talk to you about the ironing.
She's looking at those straws and she's grasping at them.
She wants to know about the ironing.
I think if you are not happy with the conversations that she's starting with you, then you probably need to find ones to start with her.
Yeah. Talk about the knitting if you like it. Ask her about her knitting. Listen, I had these kind of conversations with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law, who was magnificent and I loved her very much. The time I met her, she was very involved in her ailments because she'd been on her own a good bit. And, and so if you really wanted, you just ask her how she was, and then the next thing you'd have a list of ailments that you would not necessarily want to hear. But the point is, you have to find what's an interest in, this is part of being a part of this family. So if you want to not talk about these things or not have these conversations, then just gently edge her onto a different conversation.
I'll tell you what's never going to happen.
She's never going to be...
She's never going to be bang up to date.
No.
And she's never going to say something that you're like, God, what a lovely conversation. Because it's your mother-in-law, you're always going to feel ever so slightly interrogated, ever so slightly nervous, ever so slightly standoffish, because that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I know.
So I think that you need to take all of these as like kind of a compliment and maybe just make it slightly easier for her.
Well,
because the more awkward you make it for her, the more awkward it's going to be.
Yeah. You have to see the humour in it a little bit.
Yes.
Because actually, at least she's not going, ye gays are horrible, right? That's not what she's saying. She's, I don't understand how you can be gay. It's not that kind of way.
Exactly.
She's trying to understand it. She doesn't really understand it. She doesn't know how. She's trying to find things. See the humour in it. I mean, honestly, it is humorous. And she is trying her best to be in this space. She doesn't know how to do it. So it's a new experience for her. I mean, when I brought my husband to visit my parents, it was an adjustment because he was a divorced Protestant, which is its own things. Right? And he was from the north, right? The dirty north.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is it's a new thing. So let her have those moments. If you're not happy with what she's talking about, gently lead her away.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, find out what things she watches on TV. What's she knitting now? Have you heard anything about one of your neighbours down the road? They'd be all over that like a rash. Just find things.
You're never going to do something that will change the way she talks to you. It's just not going to happen.
I know.
And what you need to do is you need to make sure, A, you're not on your own with her.
For too long.
For too long. And make sure that there's a little bit that you are in. It sounds like she's in control of the situation.
Just bring up different conversations. Oh, yes. And listen, they're not, to be fair, they're not hard answers.
I don't think they're really...
I mean, I know who does the ironing in my house.
It's not like she's saying you just put the tip in or you go all the way to the balls. Like, it's not...
It's not a question. I wouldn't know to ask that question.
Well, now she will ask that question. No, it's not.
She will if she's listening to us now.
She's just saying who would father the child. I mean, I think that's a reasonable...
Who would father the child?
Like, if two men have a baby...
Who's the daddy?
Well, you know they didn't have
Who's your daddy?
Like, you know they didn't have it together.
No, I know that.
It's one of their, I think that's a reasonable question. I think it's
there's lots of questions.
Them.
And to be fair...
it's not a reasonable question for my friend to have one, but it's a reasonable question for a parent to ask.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the other thing. What I would do is just bring your partner into it a bit more often if it's getting a bit awkward, Oh, yeah, Mark, what do you think of that? I mean...
have you ever considered dressing more neutral? Yeah, that's
a conversation.
She's taking a swing, but she's your mother-in-law. They're allowed. They're absolutely allowed.
I don't know what kind of mother-in-law I'll be. I'd say.
I think
I'm slightly worried about the type of mother-in-law I'd be.
I know exactly what sort of mother-in-law you'd be. You make a point here. You say, help me before I'm emotionally profiled at Easter lunch. Now, that was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So let us know how Easter lunch went.
Yeah.
But also, this is about you taking control of the conversation.
Yeah.
And also having a few, catchy responses up your sleeve. Like, have you ever considered dressing more neutral? Like, have you ever considered dressing more neutral? What do you mean by neutral?
Yeah, well, I think it would be asking... Where would you suggest? What would you suggest? I mean, to be fair, if she's at a certain age, then, that's when chinos start to become like a really interesting thing, beige chinos.
Yeah, or Dr. Skull.
There's a certain age where that comes in. I haven't bought a pair of beige chinos yet, but that doesn't, it's not always about age, but it's about how settled you are.
Ladies that wear chinos for the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is just a little bit more personality, please. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just bring your personality, the personality that you'd use your boyfriend.
It can't be the first time you've come across these kind of conversations, because let's be honest, there's always some idiot who wants to have these kind of conversations with you. So just deflect and smile and ask her about her favourite TV programme.
Like, you don't...
or something that she's into.
You seem more amused. This is a funny letter. You seem more amused than judged, which I think is the way to play this.
She's not, to be fair to her.
And when she asks you a question, maybe go, oh, here we go. What now?
Yeah.
You know, just so that she's aware that
Listen,
she's getting this rep for
I didn't
being
even
a
get
little
that
bit.
from my mother-in-law. I got that from my mother sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily who's going to be the daddy. Obviously, we know who the daddy is. But what I'm saying is she definitely asks who does the ironing because it's certainly not me. But but I kind of get it. I do get it. But then she's trying to find a way to be a part of your lives. And, you know, she's not necessarily doing it right, but she doesn't know how to. So just
So
get
are
her
we saying
past
this
it.
probably isn't as bad as you think?
I don't think he thinks this is that bad either.
Yeah.
I think and I love that you've written this in.
It's better
to be honest,
interested than disinterested.
I really love that you've written this in because that really makes a lot to me. I love it. Dear Niamh and Gearoid, first off, love the pod. You've both made my Monday mornings infinitely more tolerable, and for that, I thank you. Now on to the drama, just the way we like it. I live with a lovely flatmate. Let's call him Jamie. We get on well, pay bills on time, and even take turns doing the bins, which, as you know, is practically flatmate sainthood, which it is.
That is, yeah.
However, Jamie has a boyfriend. Let's call him Kevin, because that's his name, and I'm beyond the point of protecting identities. This feels a little bit, deja vu there. Okay. Kevin started staying over back in February. By April, he'd quietly moved in. Toothbrush in the bathroom, mysterious hummus in the fridge, mysterious odours in the lounge, no conversation, no agreement, just slow creeping cohabitation like a beanie-wearing bedbug. Holy shit.
Like a what?
A beanie-wearing bedbug.
What's a beanie? Oh, a hat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He doesn't pay rent. He does use our hot water like he's single-handedly solving the energy crisis. He once ate my leftovers and left the empty container in the fridge. That's in italics. You can
I'd
imagine.
kill him.
That is
Yeah.
like death. Psychopath behaviour, right? I've tried subtly hinting, leaving notes, sighing theatrically when he walks in, but Jamie seems oblivious. I like them both-ish, but I didn't sign up to live in a throuple. So here's my question. How do I evict a boyfriend I never agreed to let in without losing a flatmate or my mind? Help me, you're my only hope. Love, flatmately yours in London. Now that's a great conversation.
I think this is very simply solved.
Yes?
You don't have any conversations with him.
No, he's not part of it. Kevin is not part of this conversation.
Which
But
one's Kevin now?
Jamie is the flatmate. Kevin is the bedbug.
And who's our writer?
Flatmately.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, well, let's call him Frank.
Frank, okay.
Okay, Frank. You've been negligent here.
Okay.
Frank has.
Okay.
Frank has allowed
This to continue.
this to continue, but he's also allowed, there's a conversation to be had,
Mm-hmm.
right? When someone's staying over more regularly, even if it's only a couple of weeks, you're like, is this permanent now? You have to ask a question.
Yeah.
Because the further along it goes, the less
Okay, so here's
the less chance you have. Like the longer he's there,
yes.
possession's 9 points the law. So
Oh.
like if they're in, they're in.
It's almost like squatters' rights now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squatters'
but I
rights.
disagree. Who owns the house? Are you both renting? Are you both on the rental agreement?
Yes. So I'd say it's both of them.
Okay, so let's say you're both renting this house. That's your first stop, right? You're both on the rental agreement. You did not agree this extra person. So it's lovely that you get on with Jamie. And I love that you get on well enough. But you are on the road now to hating Jamie and not being able to get rid of him, right? Because of the behaviour. So you need to be very clear with Jamie that there are boundaries.
Yes.
So you have what I would call a meeting, a flatmate meeting.
Oh.
Right? And you say, right, how long have you been living together? Sit down and say, right, now this is the situation. Now, I appreciate that you've got your boyfriend there, but actually we both live in this house. And I did not sign up to live with two people. And if I'm living with two people, then they should be paying 2/3 of the bill.
Because you know what could be happening? Is he could be paying half your flatmate's rent.
Very likely. Very
And
likely.
that's not
But
on.
maybe not. If he's eating stuff out of the fridge, he's definitely not. No, listen, let me tell you, you deal with this like any good, absolute, I don't care how friendly you are. If you want to stay friends with this person, you get your grievance out quick and make it reasonable. Don't wait till you're annoyed about something getting eaten
Yeah.
out of the thing. You say, listen, can we have a chat? And you do it without Kevin.
Yeah.
Right? You say, Jamie, you and I, can we have a chat? Because we need to discuss the fact that Kevin is now practically living here. And then, so we need to look at the financial element of this, or he either needs to be on the lease or not.
Well, it needs
And-
to be, it definitely
and
needs to be the case. You need to have a reduction in rent.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you 100% that if you're using utilities like that, it's on a casual basis, fair enough, a Canadian one. But if somebody's in your house, they're using utilities that you're not going to be using. They're eating your foods, you're doing your things. That's fine. These are not your friends.
No.
These are people you live with, and you can be friendly with them, and they may become friends, but that doesn't change the fact. Now, I'm up on my soapbox now.
You're on a
you can
soapbox,
tell.
Niamh. I can always tell
I'm
when
going
Niamh-
to
when
tell
Niamh gets
you,
the head staggers.
especially if there's this financial shit that goes on, and this feeling of that the people owe them life, right? And no doubt Jamie thinks this is just lovely because we're a package. So if you're a package, pay like a package. Or,
Yes.
But here's my problem with that, right? If you put that down on the thing, you have to be prepared that might happen, that he might move in completely. And if that's the case, then you may not want that.
Well, yeah, you need
So
to
you
say,
need to be very clear
go,
about what you want first
what's going on?
yourself.
Yeah.
You need to be clear
Yeah.
about what you want. So, in other words, don't go to Jamie and say, if Kevin's staying here, he has to pay his part, right? Because then you're living with the two of them,
Yeah.
if that happens.
What you're better off doing is starting this by going, is he living here now? Because we need to have a conversation about this.
Because that changes
just because
everything.
it does change everything.
Right. And you should put boundaries in. It's perfect. You're within your rights not to have somebody living on top of it. He rents that room. He does not rent the whole house.
Yeah.
Right. And so essentially you need to be saying to him, look, imagine you bringing somebody in full time.
Well, you see, I was just going to say that because you have to remember here that whatever precedent you set,
Yeah, that's you.
that's you, and that's
So
you need to adhere to that when
so
you
you don't
meet
say
somebody.
completely, but you got to say, is there any chance you can go and spend time with him?
It doesn't sound. I mean, if somebody's robbing hummus,
I'd say
if they're
questionable.
robbing hummus, there's not much going on.
Questionable hummus.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You and Jamie have to have a very frank conversation about
Frank
what's
exchange of
happening.
views.
But before you have that conversation, first of all, make sure it's only with Jamie. Second of all, make sure you know what you want from it. Right? So in other words, don't go in and say, if Kevin is living here, he has to pay rent, because then chances are
You're opening the door for Kevin living there.
you have to. So if you're okay with that, then that's fine. But if not, then you've got to say, listen, Jamie, if you don't mind, it's a little too much because this is my space too. And I feel like I'm living with three people.
And also, the other thing that you need to be really careful of is that if they say, okay, fine, we'll find somewhere else to live, like the devil,
I know there is that.
you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, Gearoid, just accepting someone because they're all right to live with.
Oh, no, but like, yeah,
You know,
I know what you mean.
You can become a bit of a doormat, and the next thing you know, you're kind of having to stay in your room because people have taken over the house. Like, you could have a family of four living in the other house. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You have to be really careful here because it has to be agreed between the two of you. People pussyfoot around this all the time. I mean, to be fair, even when my son started bringing home his girlfriend, and I'd say to him, right, well, look, there still has to be, you live with adults. Even though you're my children, you still have to live with adults. And it's not like living with your parents. You're living with adults.
Yes.
And everybody has a right to feel comfortable in that space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, we own the house, so he can
So
sort it out.
obviously you were saying I don't want her around.
No, I didn't say that because I quite enjoy it. I enjoy having young girls who might actually speak to me. But what I'm saying is, no, it's not that about that. It's about understanding and respecting other people's space in it. And if you're renting or if you're living with anyone, it doesn't matter what way you're doing it.
Yeah.
The point is, you still have to take into consideration the other people.
Now-
Like if I suddenly decided to take up some sort of activity and you had to live with it, Gearoid. No, I mean
Oh,
realistically.
absolutely no.
Do you know what I mean?
No. Not if somebody eats my stuff,
Yeah, I know.
I would lose my shit. Now, and I think you're perfectly within your rights to actually give out about that.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky you don't
Yeah.
have kids. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my God.
It's a difficult one. I'll give you that. It is a difficult one, but the best way to approach it is not to do it when you're angry. So in other words, don't wait until you're in a situation where, for God's sake, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse. You won't resolve anything with that. What you need to do is make a plan and then make a date with Jamie and say, Jamie, listen, let's sit down and have a chat about this. Obviously, things have changed because you're obviously in this relationship and that's lovely. But I didn't sign up to live with 3 people.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough. Or else there has to be kind of rules. And if he's using the shower and doing all that, there has to be some sort of remuneration. That's not really a thing.
Make it past them.
Yeah.
Make it past them.
Sort that out fast enough.
Either way, somebody's moving out.
Or else it is a throuple. I mean, you're not getting nothing for the throuple situation.
Listen, well, at least if you're in a throuple,
you're getting something.
Everything's divided by 3. Niamh, it has been wonderful to chat to you.
Yeah, I'm desperate to find out about how the mammy and the flatmate does.
I think in both of these situations, people need to man up.
Yeah, they do.
Take some responsibility for the discourse that's going on around you. That's what I think.
That's what I think too.
I think the mammy, I don't think it's as bad as you think, but I definitely think this flatmate now. He's had a good run.
Do you think
things are going to change?
Wouldn't it be a laugh, right, if the first problem is the others and the second problem are the other side of the coin? So maybe it's the mammy who's renting the room to Jamie.
I think what's going to happen here is I think there's going to be some big changes. I think what the nice thing about this is
it's very healthy.
Second one is that it's going to be one conversation and then everything's going to change.
One way or another.
One way or another. And we want to know.
We do.
It's been wonderful to chat to you. We will chat to you next week. agonyrant@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. We would love your problems.
We'd love it.
We would love your opinions. And also, for the love of God, we would love your reviews.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? Now I know we can't read the other ones. I got to ask Head stuff. They'll be able to find. We're getting reviews in other countries that we can't read.
Okay. We need to sort that out.
Yeah, we'll have them. And we'll be back next week. There'll be a Vintage Rant either last Thursday or next Thursday. Who knows? We're never sure.
Well,
and
gladly somebody knows.
We'll be here on the free feed next Monday. We'll chat to you then.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.